we have a wide release of FSD Beta. I wish I had like streamers or something I could be ringing a bell. So Elon had promised this towards the beginning of this year that by the end of the year they would have a wide release of FSD Beta. I was dumbfounded for it to happen more than a month away from the end of the year, because Elon time, right? Normally it means we might do it the 24th hour of the last day of
the last
time
month.
Frame, yeah, said, right? But no, it's out. It's out today. So if you do not have FSD Beta and you are interested, you have a few options.
There's a caveat. There's a caveat.
You can. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into all the problems with this, but if you don't want to spend $15,000 in buying FSD,
you can subscribe.
I would highly recommend not to. As someone who has spent, I think mine was $12,000. I would recommend not to do that. Yeah, $200 to get it for a month, and you can try it out. However, Mike, why don't you explain some of the dangers of making this decision?
Oh, the list is endless. Okay, so first and foremost is, yes, you can subscribe. Yes, you can get the current beta under a subscription. However, you will find if you do this, it will reduce your feature stack, because FSD is not synced to the current code release that's non-FSD. And there's been some people that have found this out the hard way, where they're on current code base, they subscribe, they pay their $1.99, and when they realize they have to delete the current stack and reinstall to get FSD Beta, which is a lower feature set, they go, oh, no, cancel. I want to cancel my subscription. And Tesla says, sorry, got your money. You're good for the next month, and we won't refund your money. So they're out $199.
So be careful what you wish for. Be aware of. Yeah. So I should point out, thank you, Ray Johnson made a comment. I want the beta in Australia. Wish Elon would hurry up. So to point out, quote unquote, wide release of FSD Beta at this point is North America, but I would almost argue I'm not sure that it's wide in Canada yet. I think it might just be the US, the continental US.
Yeah.
So don't flame me online when you go to try to get it and you don't have it. So at least in the US, so Canada, Alan Taylor is saying Canada is included. So excellent. I'm glad to hear that.
There you go. Good
job, Canada. Unfortunately, you did not win your game today, but we won't get into that. So I'm sorry about the World Cup. But yeah, so Canada and the US does have access to FSD Beta Live. So as Mike said, the software version. So we got to be clear. FSD Beta currently is always several major versions behind.
Yep.
So basically the latest and greatest branch out there is 2022.44, I believe, but most people have 2022.40 something. And FSD Beta is currently on 2022.36. So if you're newer than 36, you can sign up for FSD Beta and they will give you the beta, and then they will essentially downgrade your software if you accept, and you will go from .40 or .44 back to 36.
And be prepared, because it's about a 45-minute process on a good day. It takes a long time for the beta to install, and please don't freak out. You'll hear your car making all kinds of thunks and chunks, and things turn on and things turn off. It's normal. It really is. It's a complete reload. So just let it run, go inside, get a beer or two, come back out in an hour.
Indeed.
By the same token,
and don't drive your car after those beers.
Yeah. Well, you got self-driving now.
No. Do not listen to Mike. Do not listen to Mike.
Please don't. If you get the beta and you decide it's not for you, the process of getting out of the beta is actually pretty straightforward. You need to send an email to Tesla. They will send back something and verify that you really are who you say you are and you want to get out, and they want the VIN number of your car. Process takes about 4 days. At least that's what it took for me. But they will
I think
take
there's
your
an
car
even
out.
faster and easier way to get out of the beta.
Have they? Because that's what I had to do. And that was just 3 weeks ago. They will remove you from the beta. About 1 to 3 days after that, they'll push new code out to you. And your car will pop up and say, hey, it's time for an update. And what they will do is they will remove the software that has the beta. They'll put you back on the current code release, whatever the base code is.
And I think that you can usually do it through the app as well. I would assume you still can. You can opt out.
No, I had to
Oh,
opt out with email.
You know, Tom Greiner asks, what new features are in build greater than 36? So the FSD peeps are missing out. The only big one that I'm aware of is the driver door unlock mode thing.
You get better charging.
Or it can auto open the door right for you.
You get better charging, which I actually saw a marked improvement on the last release, which came out I got it 4 days ago, and I've seen much better charging at the different superchargers I've gone to now. They've matched the preconditioning to the charger that you selected in nav.
Okay,
which is kind of
nice.
Yes,
there's a number of bug fixes. There's minor tweaks here and there. I'll say, Apple Music is, for those that don't know, Apple Music is coming to Tesla.
It's not there yet.
It's not there yet, but that is going to be in 40.50, I think. So
I'll be very happy to get away from Spotify.
So depending on when FSD version 11 goes wide, I see a few folks asking in the chat, when does that happen? We don't know. Again, I would love it to be this year. For those that don't know, FSD 11 is the full integrated stack. So you get the new FSD on the highway as well. Right now, when you drive with Navigate on autopilot, it's the old stack. So anyway, when Apple Music comes out, if we don't upgrade right away with FSD, you might not get that for a little bit. But most of the, I don't miss the features. So personally, because I don't have them, right? I've had beta. Once you have beta for a while, you don't know what you don't have. So you just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
I will point out, I do like that this FSD beta, which just went wide, I think we all got into it in the last week or 2 weeks, something like that. The energy graph is back in this one. The only way I know to get to it is to use the voice command, where you just voice command. I don't know where it is in the app itself. I didn't look. I just hit the button and said energy graph, and it popped up.
I used the button. It's great.
Okay.
And actually, I really like it on my long trips because it lets me know when I'm, not paying attention. And it's been very accurate.
That's good that at least is in the FSD beta line as well.
Just as a record, I'm on 2022.40.4.1. And that update, that .1 update came 3 days ago.
It's possible we may get FSD beta V11 soon, because FSD beta is 0.5. So it's 2022.40.5 as FSD beta 11. But they can also skip it. So they can skip over 0.5 and do normal people without FSD beta, and the FSD beta people don't get upgraded for a while. So we'll see.